Whether I was ready for it or not, it was time to arrive in Santiago de Compostela. After starting the Camino Frances in Saint Jean a month prior, I would soon complete my first pilgrimage on the Camino de Santiago, stronger than before and filled with a new sense of confidence and purpose. I'm walking out of Puerto Marin right now. There's a really cool church behind me. It's really beautiful. Apparently the story goes they had to move the church brick by brick from another part of the town up here. And some of the bricks have numbers all over them. And they literally replaced the church just one brick at a time and rebuilt it. So that's cool. Yeah, so I'm getting started this morning at 8 o'clock. Today I have 17 miles to walk. I decided to go farther today and go to the little town Saint Julian. I'll figure it out when I get there. And because I want to try and stay in a smaller town than one of the bigger ones. So I'm really pushing myself today because I don't usually walk like 28 kilometers, 17-ish miles. Yeah, so here we go. Let's see if I can do it. These old Galician towns are so magical. All this stone construction. It's all so old. It's pretty amazing. Look in there. The tractor with all this wood. This is pile of wood. Amazing. You don't see this in Los Angeles, that's for sure. Alright, so about 7 miles in so far. Feeling pretty good. I made one stop and I had some breakfast there. And I have about 10 more miles to go today. Usually about this point is the halfway point for me. I'm typically walking 12, sometimes 14 miles a day, but today is a little farther. So I think I'm prepared. I'm feeling good, so much better than yesterday and the day before. So that's a good sign. I just have a little headache, which hopefully isn't related to me bumping my head on the lower bunk a couple days ago. Fingers crossed. It's just a headache from like drinking 2 drinks last night and not having enough water. I'd much rather have it be that than having it be bumping my head on the top of like the lower bunk. In good spirits today. The walk has been rocky, so you do have to really watch where you're going, and there's been some uphill and downhill, but all in all really nice surfaces, some paved, some like of this soft dirt path terrain, which you can probably see behind me. Still a lot of people today. I think that's just going to be the norm from here on out, which is just so different from how it was before, but that's okay. Everyone's enjoying it and feeling happy and feeling good. There's definitely some people here who I've been walking with for a couple of days now who started in Pomferrada, who are starting to get tired, and I totally understand that because that's how I was basically around day 5 or 6 of my Camino almost a month ago now, which is crazy. But yeah, feeling good. So we'll see how it goes the rest of the day.
purchased in 1998
Ah.
by a doctor, professor, Methodist professor, that he wants to establish a place where people can come and, you know, found something different within the way.
Oh, okay.
And we have people over here that volunteer. Actually, next Sunday, we have a group from California that come over here to volunteer for 1 week. And we'll provide like a supper. We'll provide them a breakfast in the morning, and you know, spend some time with us and have communication and talk, and you know, share their experience with us.
Hello. Thank you. Yeah. This is so nice.
Eso, muy bien.
Venga.
Hola, Tomaso. ¿Cómo estás?
Para vosotros.
Oh, gracias. Un placer.
Put a pin where you're from. Look at all the pins from the United States. We definitely need more from here, though. That'd be good.
Puerto Rico.
The heart of Georgia.
Yes.
There's only one in. Right, so here on our left, we have the half remains of a stone house. And here on our right, we have a road with bikes and cars driving along it. Just another day on the Camino Frances here in Galicia. And onwards we go. Made it to San Julian. I'm so excited. Today was the longest day that I've done so far. It was 17 miles or 28 kilometers, I think. It was pretty intense, but I feel actually pretty good. Yeah, I feel not as tired as I really should be. So now to find my albergue. It is very quiet here. Does anyone live here? Maybe not. It's nice and quiet though. I like it. Small little town. This morning we have lots of wooded tree areas. These are so cool because they look like birch trees. I don't know if there are birch trees, but they're like, the bark is like peeling off them. This is the trail. It's like all covered in trees. It's just beautiful. It's a really nice path this morning. Buenos dias, amigos. I am here this morning. It's Friday, 2 days before I arrive in Santiago, and I'm feeling good. And this beautiful scenery is really lifting my spirits as well. The path this morning is gorgeous, just like tons of just wooded areas, beautiful green moss covered trees, and the clouds in the sky are just like making the sunrise extra magical, and I'm just eating it all up. I'm just eating it all up. I just like, the Spanish countryside is just so nice. I just can't get over it. So feeling good, feeling strong. Today I have like 27.5 kilometers, which is another 17 miles or so, give or take, and that was the same as yesterday. So my plan for probably the rest of the Camino is to skip one town ahead of the most popular stops where most people stay, mostly because I really do find that I sleep better and I am so much more at rest when I'm not surrounded by large crowds of people, which is very common, and I really just want to avoid getting bed bugs again. I've had them twice now, and I'm not looking to get them a third time. So we'll see how the walk today goes. Let's see what surprises are in store. And yeah, I'm just ready for another day. All right, let's go. Vamos. ¿Qué es esto?
¿Qué es? El mejor pulpo del mundo.
Oh my God.
See, my God in the sky, the octopus in my hand. Come here, give me a hand. Try, taster.
Oh.
Try. Can you not try? What is this? This is incredible. It's the best of the world.
Yes, look. Oh, wow.
It's no McDonald's, no Burger King, no Kimix food. Okay, no
Yeah.
pizzas.
We'll try a little bit.
Ay, Jesus Christ.
Oh my God, oh my
What
God.
these people? Try.
Just raw like this? No season?
Hey, boy, try. Try.
Look at him. Look
Him
at
not dead. He dead? Oh, him dead. Try.
Okay.
Natural. It's your first time of your life with the #1 of this.
I'm
okay?
really afraid
Oh,
to
me.
try the pulpo.
You have lucky
I'm not
today.
really an octopus fan, and my stomach is already a little funny today.
Lady, no, it's little funny now.
All right. Well,
Big
here
funny.
goes.
Ah,
오케이 하나
That's good.
Nice.
Good. Wow. Yeah, really good. Last night was so wonderful. I stayed at this place called Camino das Ocas, and it was 3 miles farther than I thought it was gonna be. So I walked a lot farther than I thought. But the reason why I decided to stay there was because I really didn't want to be in the crowds in Azura. So I decided to go a little farther and stay at this place. And I'm really glad I did. Today is my last full official walking day of the Camino. So I don't even know what to say, but it's crazy. But now, there's a bar. It's time for breakfast and a cafe con leche. Here we go. Okay, so right now I have about 30 kilometers until I get to Santiago. There's just 30 kilometers left. And honestly, if I really, really wanted to, I could probably walk all 30 kilometers in one day right now. Yesterday I walked 32 kilometers, which is 19 and a half miles roughly. I did that. I know I'm capable of doing it, and I could do it again. And all of my friends are arriving today in Santiago. They're going to party, and I could do it. But one, I already sent my bag to an albergue, and I do have a reservation at an albergue about 10 miles from Santiago. But also, I really just don't want to push it. I want to enjoy this. I don't want to arrive in Santiago and feel super drained and super exhausted and be at the church at like 5 or 6 p.m. and then just be like, okay, that's great, just get me to my albergue, you know, and then go party after a 30K day. Like, I don't want to do it. I'd rather enjoy this walk as fast or as slow as I want, stop where I feel like I need to stop, and just sit and enjoy this final day instead of rush to try and make it just a couple hours earlier. But many people at this point do decide to take an extra long day. They decide they don't want to like stop for the night somewhere, and I totally get that. And especially for people who have done the Camino before, this makes a lot of sense because it does get really crowded in the last 100 kilometers. So people try and like speed up through this last few towns. So yeah, it makes a lot of sense. But for me personally, this is my first Camino, and I'm just savoring all the last moments of joy, all the last scenery, and just having croissants, having cafe con leches, taking photos, taking videos. For me, this is perfect. Just take a moment and appreciate how cool these trees are. Look at this. Look at this. I don't know what kind of trees these are, but they're just amazing. Like, I'm not actually gonna pull the bark off, but like, you can like, it's like peeling here. It's really cool. And you just pass like rows of these trees. It's just really amazing in real life. Like the depth that you can just see in these trees and the color. And it's just such an interesting contrast how there's like, those trees are planted like that in rows where, and then all of a sudden you'll get this sharp green right here. And then these trees with like this ivy growing all over it. Man, this whole Camino, all the nature, the landscape has changed so much. It's been so cool to see. Amazing. Just some nice grapes and vines here with the stone house. Pretty scenery. Okay, arriving in Pedrouzo. I was walking for a bit with Raymond. He's from Switzerland and learned all about life in Switzerland. That was pretty cool. It was a good conversation. It was very nice. So here we are. I'm going to stop for lunch, but I'm continuing on, and I'm going to go to the pharmacy for a quick bit to pick up some face wash that I lost. Santiago is only 20 kilometers away. So I can't believe how close it is. This looks like a good place for lunch. Yeah, a good town. But yes, okay. Okay, just finished lunch. I stopped there for lunch for about an hour, which is a nice little break. And I have about 9 kilometers left to go today, which is about 5 miles. And the path that I'm walking through right now, the Camino is going through this insanely wooded area. I literally feel like I'm in a jungle because these trees are just so windy and tall, and they're covered in moss and just green everywhere. It's pretty awesome. You actually want to be careful when you're leaving the town Pedrouzo, I think it's called, because it's very easy to miss the yellow arrows and not turn right, and instead you'll accidentally continue down the main highway that goes through town. So don't do that. I almost did that, and now I'm walking through this lovely wooded forest on the Camino, so I'm enjoying my remaining walk for today, and it's very quiet and there's not a lot of people around, which is so peaceful. And now this also sets me up to just have, I think, only a couple kilometers, like 10 kilometers to go tomorrow, and then I'll be arriving in Santiago in the morning. So I think that will be really lovely. We'll see how the rest of the day goes. Just under 17 kilometers to go to Santiago. Insane. I don't know if I've said this already, but one thing I was thinking about is the very beginning of this journey, and I've been reflecting on that lately and just thinking about how long ago that feels. First of all, feels like forever ago. I feel like I was a completely different person then, and also just how much stronger I feel now. Like, the beginning of this journey was so challenging, so tough for me, and I didn't even know how hard it was at the time when I was living through it. And I look at where I am now and I just realized, like, the beginning of this Camino was so hard, and I feel so good now. Like, look at how far I've come, you know? Like, feel so much stronger now. My feet aren't in constant pain anymore, which has been a miracle. I can walk farther than I did before. Like, I could have never dreamed of walking 19 miles in a day, and I just did that yesterday. It was hard, but I did it. And at the beginning of this, like, just 9 miles or just 10 miles, which is a lot, period, but like, that was so hard. I guess it's just a message of encouragement if you're just starting out or if you're thinking about making this journey. I just want you to know that you can do it. Like, I didn't think I could do it. I was worried that I couldn't do it. And I guess that's kind of what you learn by doing it. It's so easy to just say it, but then when you live it, you really do learn that you are capable of more than what you imagine. And it's a really rewarding feeling to put in the time, the energy, and the effort, and then see that result. And it's motivating. I can't promise that I'm gonna continue walking 15 miles a day, but I do wanna go home and keep walking, you know? I don't have to walk 15 miles a day, but I want to keep walking. So, because I'm proud of all of this change. I'm proud of the fact that I am stronger now, and it feels good. I'm just rolling up right now, and it looks like it's about to storm. Take a look at this cloud. Look at that. I'm so glad I made it just in time. ¿Qué es la historia?
La historia es que yo hace 7 años que llegué a este albergue, fui uno de los primeros peregrinos que llegué aquí. Me considero peregrino y pertenezco a la federación. Llevo muchísimos caminos, bastantes. Estoy en YouTube, estoy en varios sitios. Ana y Luis, en este albergue, en el albergue Lavacolla, son mis padres.
Wow.
Ellos se parten por cualquier peregrino. Nos tenemos que merecer de ellos, lo que quieran. Untrella es su sella.
Wow, gracias. Gracias. Wow. He says that the owners of this albergue are like parents to him, because 7 years ago he arrived. He's one of the first people to arrive here at this albergue, and he was really, really sick. And they just took him to a hospital and took care of him. And he has now returned and he loves this place because the two owners are just so kind. And he just left a note here in the guest book, and it's like his second home, he says. It's like the hospitaleros are like his brothers and sisters. It's a really beautiful story. Officially just 10 kilometers left to go until Santiago. You can see it right there. 10. So I've set off this morning at 8 a.m. and the Camino is pretty quiet right now, which is nice. I feel like I have it all to myself. There's 10 kilometers left until I reach Santiago, which is so surreal. I guess that's the best feeling I can say. It just feels really surreal. Like, I just can't believe I'm not gonna wake up and start walking tomorrow. Like, I'm actually gonna do other things. And I don't know how I'm gonna react when I see the cathedral. When I get to Santiago, I don't even know if I'm gonna cry at this point. I thought that I would cry, but I don't even know if I have it in me right now. I'm just in a state of like, is this really happening? Yeah, so that's where I'm at. Decided that I was totally fine with walking my backpack today. It's only 10 kilometers, right? I'm carrying some extra stuff that I didn't have before. It's pretty heavy. Let's see how much it slows me down. I just stopped for breakfast here and had some toast and a coffee, and I actually almost left my GoPro. This is the first time on the whole trip I almost, it fell out of my backpack and it was on the floor in front of the place where you order coffee. And I was like, just leaving. I was walking away and I was like, where's that GoPro? Can you imagine? Can you imagine if I had left this the morning I arrived in Santiago? Crazy. Crazy. Okay, just 4 kilometers left. We're coming in hot. On the way. I'm getting close. Getting real close. I'll probably be able to see the cathedral soon. There it is. Don't see the cathedral yet, but it's coming. Hey, so I bumped into Raymond from yesterday. So we were walking for a bit today and chatting. Yeah, and we made it to the little sign here, this famous sign that everybody gets a photo here. So we are getting close. We are on the outskirts now of the modern city. I think we're about 1 kilometer, maybe 2 kilometers from the cathedral. The Camino is gonna take us right up to the cathedral. I'm very excited, but also kind of sad at the same time. Because maybe after I get to the cathedral, I will just walk backwards the other way. Oh, there's a shell. Yeah, I think that's how I'll spend the afternoon. I'm just gonna get into my Airbnb, unpack, and then just turn around and walk the other way. Yeah, what do you think? Is that a good idea?
I think I would take some drinks.
Oh.
And not walk around.
Okay. Okay, Raymond, he is not going to walk backwards with me. He is going to have some beers, but I think it's a good idea. I'll just walk the other way and say Buen Camino to everybody who passes. Buen Camino.
You're walking in the wrong direction.
Yeah. See, we will count how many people will tell me, I think you're going the wrong way. you sure you don't want that coffee before we get to the cathedral? Yeah. Are you sure? Because we could stop, you know? We're so close now.
No
Let's
stops.
make this last a little longer. Oh, there he is. Tommaso. Tommaso always appears when I'm least expecting it, and it's always a surprise. There he is. Hold on, I have to go say hi. Hey! Hey!
How are you? Go.
The cathedral now.
Go.
Okay.
It's near. It's right here.
So close. Okay, we go.
You are
You
Go,
always,
go.
You always appear. Okay, we go. All right, we are almost there. You want to stop at the ATM?
No. Do not stop. I really need to pee, but I continue to walk.
No, for real?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. We don't know if it's a holiday today or if it's just Sunday. It might just be because it's Sunday, but maybe it's a holiday or maybe it's just Sunday. We don't know. Okay, it's a very warm welcome in Santiago. Warm welcome. I feel very welcomed. It's quite an way to make an entrance, I'd say. Oh, and look at the desserts. Definitely getting a torta de Santiago immediately after being in the cathedral. That's like first thing on my list. So we actually got a little lost. I think the parade threw us off a little bit, and we may have taken the wrong turn or didn't turn at the time we needed to. So we're so close now, but we got a little lost, which is funny because I haven't gotten lost very much at all. And then like 500 meters from the cathedral, this is the first time I've gotten lost. Or well, one of the few times, maybe not the first time. Actually very tearful, but then it was so shocking seeing my big group of friends here that it just came. Everyone is saying goodbye now, because I am staying for another day. Some people in the group are going to Finisterre, some people are going home. So lots of tearful goodbyes. It is the hard part of the Camino now. And it is raining. Before I leave tomorrow, I'm coming back to the cathedral to take one last look at it before the sun goes down. And there it is. It's been a little bit gloomy on the 2 days that I've been here. The sun did come out today for a little bit, so that was nice, but there's like a light sprinkle right now, but it's okay. I'd made it through the Pyrenees Mountains, witnessed magical sunrises in La Rioja, and made beautiful connections with people from all over the world. I wasn't ready for it to all be over, but it was time to bring the lessons I'd learned about compassion, commitment, and companionship home with me. Thank you again for watching my journey walking the Camino Frances. If you'd like to see more videos sharing my tips and advice, be sure to subscribe and turn on the bell notification so you don't miss when I share the next video. Until next time, buen camino.